Hey guys, I am Daisho and I am here bringing you some more Hearthstone, and today I'm going to start something new. Today is May 1st, which is the start of the newest season, and I think I'm going to try and either stream or record every single one of my games in the ranked season. And I don't know if this will be fun, interesting, or terribly boring and awful, but I don't know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and play some interesting decks. The first one is a Brew that I'm playing, but I am definitely willing to take suggestions. I have, as you can see, 3,400 gold, so I have enough to craft 2 legendaries. I also have a whole bunch of legendaries, so I can pretty much build whatever deck I want, but I might only be able to build one more deck for now. But I don't know, I mean, like 2 days ago I had 0 dust, so maybe not 2 days ago, maybe it was a week ago, I don't know. But I was able to gather this dust rather quickly in the arena. But anyway, this is the deck that I'm going to be starting out playing. A couple of days ago I uploaded a Watcher Paladin deck, and it was less than 100% successful. I think I won 1 out of 3 games, but I mean, then I only played 3 games, so it's not really a great determinant of how good the deck actually is. That being said, this is the deck that I'm running. The advantages that this kind of deck has over a Druid deck is that it has better and more efficient removal in the early game. You've got Backstab, Deadly Poison, Eviscerate. Well, Eviscerate also goes to scales towards late game, SI7 Agent, those kind of things. You still have Ancient Watchers so that you can win against the mid-game aggro decks, and you don't really have to worry about them. And Ancient Watchers with Sun Furies and Defender of Arcuses. I tossed in 2 Spellbreakers instead of like the Keeper of the Grove, so that's obviously a downgrade, but it still allows my Ancient Watchers to get in there. There's an Assassin Blade with Deadly Poison, is like a sweet little combo, and instead of the Ancient of Lores, there's a Sprint, so it's obviously not quite as good, but it can have the same kind of effect on games. This one has more mid to late game with Azure Drakes and that kind of thing, and right now there's only 1 Blade Flurry in. Earlier I was playing an Assassinate instead of a Sap, but it didn't really come up enough, so I think Sap might be a little bit better. And I was playing 2 Chillwind Yetis, but I split it to 1 Senjin, 1 Chillwind Yeti. That's really going to fluctuate depending on how much aggro I think I'm going to see. So right now the ladder just reset, so I think that there's probably going to be more aggro than I was seeing at the lower ranks in Legend and stuff. So anyway, my first game this season, exciting times. We're going to play some Watcher Rogue, rank 16 3 stars, because that's what you start at when you finish the previous season at Legend. So exciting times will be had by all. We shall dominate and destroy our foes. But yeah, let me know what you think of the idea to record or stream all of my games. I haven't really streamed Hearthstone yet, but that doesn't mean that I can't or don't know how or won't. I have streamed Magic Online for a while. Ooh, this guy is already rank 15. The ladder only reset a little while ago, so it's pretty funny. Alright, so he was Legend last season too, unsurprising. He's playing Druid, so it's probably going to be Ramp Druid. I don't think that's really too much of a assumption. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to keep the Earthen Ring. I probably could keep the Earthen Ring just as a 3-drop. I don't want Deadly Poison. He's not going to be running early game minions, most likely. He could be playing tokens, I guess, but that's unlikely. Defender is probably not going to be as good because I only have 1 creature right now. I might not draw a second, and then I'd much rather have like a Chillwind Yeti or something like that. So this hand's not great. It would be very good against an aggro deck, but it's okay. And there's my second Earthen Ring, so looks like I might not get full value out of those guys here. In general, in these matchups, it doesn't really make sense to attack for 1 damage because my weapon can get more value later, and if I draw Deadly Poison, then I might want to do that, and I don't want to waste Deadly Poison. I don't want to have to reuse it. I'll use it now to kill that thing, and then fortunately it's come at the right time because now I can just restore my health. So basically didn't really lose any value off that Loot Hoarder. Didn't have to spend any mana because I wasn't going to spend it anyway, and I didn't lose any life because I gained it back with the Earthen Ring anyway. So it was a pretty good turn, but Loot Hoarder definitely does shake my my suspicions a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what my opponent's going to be playing, but it looks like tokens pretty convincingly. Alright, there's an Azure Drake, so I think I have a pretty simple turn here. I'm going to play this Ancient Watcher, get it on board, clear his board, and well, maybe this wasn't the right play. And then dagger up. Yeah, actually, now that I think about it in retrospect, it probably would have been a better idea to just kill his guy and then Earthen Ring restore my guy's health. I lose a mana out, but there's a chance that I play Assassin's Blade next turn anyway, so this Wicked Knife might just be a waste. And then instead of wasting the 1 crystal by playing the Earthen Ring, I would have wasted 2. But I'm alright taking that trade here. There's a Sun Fury, that's pretty good for me in general, but I think here I'm just going to drop a Azure Drake. Blade Flurry is also pretty sweet, and I'm going to go upstairs with this because I feel like there's a chance that I drop the Assassin's Blade before I do use that Wicked Knife. So even though last time I said it didn't make any sense to, this time I think it does make some sense. Yeah, so we're definitely playing against tokens, and that's alright. Blade Flurry might come in handy soon, but we'll see what we can do here. Oh, he's just going to finish it off with his guy. Sure. I can accept that. There's a Defender of Argus. So I could just play Assassin's Blade and then backstab that. My other options pretty limited. I could play Blood Mage, backstab, and Blade Flurry. It would also clear the board, but that seems a lot worse. I could also just play like a defender and leave the Violet Teacher around, but I think that's more of a mistake, so yeah, let's do this. Backstab this, and then take it out. It's a little bit inefficient because I'm going to leave this 1/1 around, but soon that 1/1 won't really matter because I'm just going to be able to give my guy Taunt. Hopefully I draw a Spellbreaker. That would be a very positive draw right here. Activating this Chillwind Yeti, which is in disguise mode right now, would be pretty nice.
Where shall I strike?
Druid of the Claw. Alright. Oh, he's going Haste. Interesting. And 2 mana for Power of the Wild, maybe? You gonna take this thing out? No. Alright, he's going upstairs. I can accept this. So without a real draw here, just gonna heal up, give my guys some taunt, make my one guy bigger, and then finish this guy off. Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I feel like there's a good chance that I'm gonna be Blade Flurrying anyway, so that might have been sort of a misplay. Swipe. Okay. And then trade. That works for me. I'm thinking my opponent might be setting up a Savage Roar Force of Nature combo, so I definitely want to get some Taunters online pretty soon. I think I'm going to lay this guy out, but not give him Taunts. Does that make any sense? I don't know. I definitely need to put some power on the board here. I think I can do that pretty reasonably. I mean, this is a little bit awkward if I draw another Ancient Watcher, but that's alright. And I'm going to hit one more time, I think, here. No, maybe I won't. Yeah, I have the Blade Flurry in hand, which I want to use. So I want to make it so that I could kill basically anything in his deck by hitting it and then Blade Flurrying. Oh, I hope he doesn't silence. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, he really wants to get my board clear so that he can get that combo off, it looks like. He's going to Shapeshift and then kill my Blood Mage. This is not looking great, but I have a lot of good draws in my deck. I have Azure Drakes, I have Chillwind Yeti, I have Sen'jin Shieldmaster. There's an Eviscerate. Oh, hold on one second. You'd think I'd learn to turn off my alarm when I wake up before it, but nope. Alright, Sen'jin's a great draw here. And I will Eviscerate this guy just to get it off the table. And yeah, we're looking okay here. It might be a good idea just to hit in case he's playing like Swampoos or something like that, but that's pretty unlikely. Or Harrison Jones, I guess. Let's go in charge mode. No, taunt mode for you. Alright. Deadly poison, you say? Do I want to take the 4 damage? I mean, I can't really kill it without, like, virtually losing both my guys. So I think I have to. I still have the Senjin as backup. But it's a little bit scary and risky. Alrighty. He's down to 20, but I am now below range where I would die to Force of Nature Savage Roar. Which is very scary, considering I'm almost out of taunt in my entire deck. I think I have one Defender of Argus left. Actually, a little surprised that I didn't silence my Thalnos. I think that would have been a better play than just killing the 2-2. Maybe not. I don't know. I guess he wanted to get everything off the table as much as possible. He still got his 4 cards in hand. Alright. There's the first Force of Nature. And there is the first Savage Roar. Oh, Power of the Wild, sure. He gets to kill all my guys. That's pretty good. But the tokens deck, I believe, runs 2 of each of those, so that is still terrifying. Let's get like a sprint off the top here. That'd be really nice here. SI7 agent. Alright, I'm gonna play it out. I need a 3-3 on board. My dad? You got another Force of Nature? There's a Blood Knight. I hope he plays another creature here. That would be pretty good to... Nope, he's just gonna kill my guy. Pretty good to Blade Flurry. As it stands, I probably will just get rid of that thing. I only got 1 card in hand. It's like reasonably likely that it's a Savage Roar. There's a Chilling Yeti, but yeah, I'm gonna do this. I don't want to take any more damage. Got a Chilling Yeti out. There's a chance here. This is a close one though. Definitely a good game. I guess when you start at this rank with other legends and you get some good competition at the beginning. I guess I wasn't really expecting that for whatever reason. But this deck did okay at Legend. It was like -1 or -2. I played like 5 or 10 games with it. Oh, there's Leroy. And there's Savage Roar. And there's Shapeshift. Well played. I don't think that there was really much that I could have done differently that would have led to my victory in that game. But that was pretty close. I'm pretty happy with that one. I can stomach that loss. Yeah, I need to wait like a day, and then the rank 16 will be full of people who are not as experienced, but I don't really care. Alright, so we're 0-1. We lost 2 Druid tokens. That's okay. I can get past this. I need to record that later, but I can just do that later because I have the video, so it's easy. I like recording all the stats of what decks I lose to and what decks I beat. It gives me an idea of where I need to shift my deck so that I can make some matchups better and some matchups not. I mean, whenever you make one better, you make one a little worse. But if you're like 10-0 against one matchup, you can afford to take a couple of cards that are specific for that matchup out. Alright, let's see if this guy's not Legend from last season, or maybe he's just smart and is trying to hide it, because this is like just a strict disadvantage keeping that. So I don't think I really need the SI7 agent here, unless my opponent's playing tokens again, which would be surprising to see 2 of those guys in a row, because it's not the most common version of the Druid deck. The most common version is either the Watcher or the Ramp deck. But this hand is okay to start off. It's not very aggressive, which is usually where I like to be. Doesn't in this deck, maybe it should be running like Argent Squires. Well, I don't know. I don't think it really has too much trouble in the easy matchups. I don't think it really has trouble in the aggro matchups. So putting in Argent Squires for aggro would not be good, but they do enable combos better. The only real combo cards though are like this and Eviscerate. Maybe another card somewhere along the line. But so maybe it's not worth it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna save the SI. No, I'm very unlikely. Well, okay, I'm just gonna play this. Yeah, I'm gonna play this so that I can Defender them. 2 5/6s are really tough for a Druid to beat. It's not that you can't beat the cards, but they're really annoying to get past. What you got here, bro? Chillin' Yeti? Yeah. See, like, Chillin' Yeti just gets stonewalled by this board. There's a Deadly Poison, that's not bad. Especially to go with my Blade Flurry that I already got. And even with the Azure Drake, I can make that 4 damage to all my enemies, so we'll see what we get. See what we pick up here. And it's not like he can just silence these guys and have it be okay, because then they can attack, so he doesn't really have a good way to deal with this kind of board. He's got to, like, swipe it and then trade with the Yeti. I mean, they're not great things that he can do. I guess he could play Black Knight. That's pretty good. So I could, like, Deadly Poison, kill one of these guys. I think I'm just going to Azure Drake, though. There's my Sprint. This is a card that is so good in the slower matchups, but is so bad in the aggro ones. I mean, when I run out of gas, this is like the exact card that I need. You usually win the game when you cast this spell and you can afford to. So he is just going to silence. No, he's going to deal 2 damage so they trade. Yeah, that's fine with me. I mean, a lot worse things have happened. So there's my Spellbreaker. I don't think I want to silence that guy just yet, though. Alright, so I have a couple of plays. I don't even need to play the SI this turn. Ugh, that's annoying. I guess I can... No. I could... Oh, okay. I can not use the Deadly Poison. No, I need to use the Deadly Poison. I have Blade Flurry, so I can use the Deadly Poison, Blade Flurry, and kill that, and kill his board for 2 cards. I don't think I want to do that. Alright, let's just do the simple play. I don't know if it'll be bad for me, but yeah, this guy was going here. This is going here. And I don't think I really need to play the SI this turn, so I'm just going to heal up my Azure Drake. It could get swept or something like that, but that's not too much of a concern. Keeping it out of Wrath range is good for me. And, I mean, while it's good to stay at a high life total later on in the game, right now it doesn't really matter. There's a Blood Hoof. Oh, I don't really want to kill that twice. So I think I'm going to silence it.
Your magic shall not save you.
Yeah. And then I can just kill it for free. Because of my good old Azure Drake. And yeah, as I said, now I'm basically out of cards. I played 3 cards this turn. And I have Sprint in hand. So even though we are even on cards, I mean, I've got 5.5 on board. So that's like 7.5 to hit 7. Because, I mean, my cards have been pretty valuable this game thus far. Innervate. Cenarius? Ragnaros. Sure, you got a Ragnaros. Is he like dead next turn? Not really. Alright, that's not the worst one for him to kill. Senjin Shieldmaster. I'm thinking of just letting the Ragnaros live. I don't really have like a reasonable way to take it down. I guess I could just use Blade Flurry and that. That might be better. Yeah. I mean, otherwise it's gonna get me eventually. May as well just take it out right now for some value.
Hey, lights out.
Doesn't really matter where I place my minions. I guess I want to place it out there so that I can Defender Vargas in here. Get some more power that way, or out here. It doesn't really matter. If I had 9 mana last turn, that would have been very beneficial for me. I would have been able to sprint plus Blade Flurry. Alright. Healing up. It's not going so well. Wish I had that. Well, there's a sap. I could definitely play that this turn for some value. Yeah, let's do that. I want to just go upstairs here for 10. Can't quite kill him, but I probably can next turn, because even if he shapeshifts, I can still Blood Mage Eviscerate, and if he gains life, then he's not playing, unless he plays a healing touch, he's not replaying the 4/6. I also have this for 2 more damage, so I actually have 5/7 damage that can go past taunt right now. And if he plays something incredibly big, I can big game hunter it, but probably not, because it's probably going to be a 5/10 taunt, and if he plays 5/10 taunt, I win. So Goblin, Gadgetzin, Auctioneer. Why did I say Goblin? Alright, sure. You got it, buddy. Innervate Druid of the Claw. Dropping that bear again. Dropping that bear again. Alright, good game, my friend. He's actually dead on board. But if he wants me to kill him, I will show him that he was dead on board. Yeah, okay. Cool. So 1-1 so far. Let's play. I think I like playing these in sets of 3. Usually gets there. Maybe I should edit them like Trump so that they're a lot shorter. That'd be so much more work though. I don't think I could possibly do that. And like every time I would work on it, I would rather be playing it. So I may as well just record it and then I'll just be happy, right? But if I do want to do this, I need to make sure that I'm rendering at the right times, because I think I could probably record and render at the same time, so it doesn't really matter. Definitely a benefit of this computer over my last one. Alright, so we're playing against Warlock. I have the suspicion that it's not going to be Warlock aggro, but just in case, I'm going to keep these two. In this kind of situation, it's sort of the opposite of what I used to say about my Hunter deck versus Warlock aggro, or versus Warlock, is the handlock is an easy matchup, so I didn't really have to worry about it. This case is the opposite. The handlock is such a bad matchup that I don't have to worry about it, because it's so unlikely that I'm going to win anyway. Alright, that's bad for me. Very, very bad for me. Maybe he's just playing aggro and he missed a 1-drop. In which case that would be very good for me. For some reason, not thinking that's going to be the case. Yep. Oh god. I don't know how I knew that, but for some reason it just makes a lot of sense to me that he'd be playing aggro. So what has more upside? Probably the SI. Okay, then I think it will attack here. I don't have a Deadly Poison in hand yet, and it's not likely that I can really kill anything in his deck with Deadly Poison, so I can probably use the dagger pretty regularly. Alright, well I can kill that. For free. Would I rather take 3 damage on my hero or do an extra damage to him? Probably just do an extra damage to him. And take 3 damage on my hero. It might be relevant. It might be relevant at some point. I mean, while these decks are not very aggressive, when they do go off, they deal a lot of damage. So the important cards I think in this matchup are going to be my Black Knight, my Big Game Hunter, and my 2 Spellbreakers. That's bad. Well, there's my first Spellbreaker, but he's not very useful right now. Right now what's useful is playing this thing, going upstairs. Because I can get 2 for 1 by Mountain Giant and still not be dead. But anyway, the reason why I was saying that is because getting through extra damage is really, really useful. Maybe I should have played the Assassin's Blade last turn instead. You know, because then I get more than 2 for 1. That's not fun. Yeah, so the reason why Spellbreakers are very important is because I need to damage him as quickly as possible. And, oh god, a lot of the time that means silencing his giants. There's a Chillwind Yeti. Well, that's just going to die next turn, so I think I may as well play this out. And we're gonna let him activate his thing. So if I draw Deadly Poison, then I can actually win. He's gonna be able to just play free Molten Giants. He's drawn 19 cards in his library, so okay, there's a good chance that he has some, but not a great chance that he drew all four Giants. I mean, 4 out of the top 11 cards being specific cards are pretty unlikely, but you know, it's a thing that can happen. He's just going upstairs. Oh my god, he is so dead. Oh, he's gonna destroy my board. Okay, well, I still got him if I draw Deadly Poison. Defender Vargas, on the other hand, may not cut it. But I'm not dead. I don't think. I wish I had a cheaper creature. So if I play this and this, then I have one Taunter. He just destroys it. That's not good. Damn. Alright, I'm a little short here on damage. There's no way I can do this. Yeah, I needed to draw a creature cheaper than one. That's not likely. Alright, so yeah, he just kills me from 16. I mean, he got a nut draw here. Like, there's no way I can be expected to play around that turn. I have to make it so that I can win. I really actually almost stood a chance at winning here. Just like double, triple checking, making sure that I can't come back. Yeah, I think that my only draw here was Deadly Poison. I can take him to 3. I guess if I had drawn an Eviscerate, that would have worked too. I don't even have that. Okay, sure, whatever. I mean, I'm just dead, obviously. But he might misplay, I don't know. May as well make him do the final blow. It doesn't make sense to concede, especially with such like a drag and drop interface kind of thing. Like, there's just no point in conceding early, because you never know when your opponent can make a mistake. So there we go, there's another loss. That's disappointing. 2 of these matchups were pretty bad. It was my first matchup. Druid Tokens. That matchup's not terrible, to be honest. I think that was a really close game. I think that the game was indicative of how the matchup is. It's pretty even. This one is pretty bad, and I almost won it, so I'm happy enough with that. But I'm not gonna go out on a losing thing. So this is like this is actually probably gonna be a good matchup. This is so annoying though, because it's supposed to be easy, but this is just basically like playing in Legend. Alright, so we're playing against Rogue. That means we probably want a 2-drop early. We don't need a Sen'jin right now. Sen'jin might not be terrible though. It's like Bad Chill and Yeti. I can get behind Bad Chill and Yeti. And maybe I'll keep the Blood Mage as well, in case I draw like a backstab or something. Nah, I'm going to get rid of it. Nah, I'll keep it. It has very little cost to having it in my hand. There is a Defender, and the reason is because it can just cycle and deal damage, so. And it like, is kind of a lightning rod, makes him want to target those things. Alright, so I've got enough stuff to activate my Ancient Watchers. Ancient Watcher next turn would be really an amazing draw. Best draw in the deck for sure. Those cards are bright. This is the first time I'm seeing them, and that with the Golden Hero is just brutal on my brain cells. Alrighty. So the reason why I say it's great, because I think that this deck matches up reasonably well against pretty much all the other types of Rogue, except for maybe Tempo Rogue. Alright. Well, the reason why, I mean, I played this out in hopes that he wouldn't have a Deadly Poison that turn, so I can play this. And that's the reason why I kept this, so he couldn't hit any of my other little creatures, but it didn't really work out. Man, that is bright. It's just like staring at my opponent is brutally painful. Not quite, but it's not great. Shiv, yeah, so he's playing like a Miracle variant, so just playing like mid-range creatures and taunters and stuff is kind of annoying for him. I can usually kill him before he gets the Malagos combo off, if that's the one he's playing. I think Shiv goes in both of them, and so does Deadly Poison, so it's too early to tell. The reason why I kept Blood Mage is in case he is playing the Malagos version. They play a lot of 3/3s, so those are usually good to be able to get rid of. Yeah, I think I do want to attack, because maybe not. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. The problem with Senjin is he just dies to like backstab plus knife. Especially if my opponent's got gadgets in this turn. No, but he does have an eviscerate. Oh, just an SI. That's not so bad. I can kill that for... Yeah, I can kill his board for free pretty much. Ooh, I do want to play that. Okay, let's see. What if I do play that this turn? I don't really have another good play. It would just be that and Dagger. So I think spending the extra 3 mana is going to be necessary. There's a Sprint. Not really the matchup for Sprint. Yeah, next... Well, next turn I could play Watcher and Defender, but then I'm just going to have to silence it the next turn when I want to attack, so that's not great. Got rid of his Blood Mage, so that might mean he's out of spell power. They might play Asher Drake. Depends on which version it is, I think. I still don't know which one it is. He's played cards that are generic to both Miracle Rogues. Well, I guess I'll probably find out this turn if I see like a Gadgetzin and a Conceal. But yeah, like Preparation, Fan and Knives, Shiv, those kind of cards aren't really that good against my deck. I mean, Preparation's fine, like drawing, and all those cards draw through your deck pretty much if you have Gadgetzin out, but my deck doesn't need to draw through its deck, it just needs to draw a couple of cards and kill you. Right, there is a Backstab followed by a Fan of Knives. As I say, that Fan of Knives isn't that good, and Shiv isn't that good. Of course. Hopefully I draw another Ancient Watcher, so he's just gonna go down to 16 here. I can dig it. Deadly Poison. Seems good. Definitely playing this. Probably just playing this. I lose a crystal this turn, but that's okay. Next turn I can silence my guy. Oh no, I can't play Defender. I can silence my guy and Deadly Poison though.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay, there's your Gadgetzin, there's your Conceal. Well, Blade Flurry won't cut it because I lost both my other guys. And there's your Gold Blood. Well, I might die next turn, so putting up Taunters is sounding kind of appealing. Yeah, let's see. Leroy Shadow Step is 18, 26. It's not even lethal. Damn. I wish I still had one of my spell damage guys around. I could just kill that. Can't silence it because it's stealthed. Alright, let's just play this guy. Let's just think about it for a second. So if I play this, then I can hit him for 4 down to 12, and then I'm going to Deadly Poison as well down to 9. I could definitely kill him the next turn still. Well, this guy might die. I might not be able to kill him next turn if I do that. No, I probably will. I can... No, maybe not. I think I probably will. I don't think that he's going to actually kill him. I think he's going to kill my 4/4 before killing my 5/6. I think this is the right play. If he's got Prep Eviscerate after that or something like that, then I'm dead. And there's a good chance that he can have all this because he has a Gadgetzin out, so... I think I'm pretty unlikely to win this one, though. Losing both the spell damage guys seemed to have been a mistake. I should have maybe kept the Blood Mage in hand just to play around this. But at that time, I was unsure of which rogue I was playing against. So the Gadgetzin, I mean, the Conceal is not a concern if they're playing the Malagos rogue version. But this version of Miracle Rogue doesn't play that, so I don't know. Doesn't look like I'm dying this turn though, so that's always good. Happy to see. There's Deadly Poison. He probably doesn't want to just run his guy into here. He might have to. He probably will, actually. He's got a whole bunch of cards in hand. He probably is good. He's just going to finish my guy off. Ugh. Alright, let's draw an Eviscerate or something. It's not an Eviscerate. So do I sprint here and Eviscerate? I mean, I don't have any preps, so I can't kill him this turn. Bloodhoof probably kills him. He's probably not killing me next turn, but he might be. What is more likely? Let's see. There are 16 cards left in my library, so I have a 1 in 16 chance, which is what maths. Let's pull out a calculator here. 1 out of 16, 6% chance. Times 5, I guess. This is probably not the right way to do it. This is definitely not the right way to do it. You need to multiply it by 1 out of 15, then 1 out of 14, but approximately like a 30% chance, a little higher than that to draw. Alright, well if it's only a 30% chance, then I think I want to just drop this. Seems like a much safer play. And I can also do this next turn and still get the Eviscerate, so yeah, this is definitely the right play. I'm convinced. Let's see if you got me, bro. He's probably got a sap though, now that I think about it. He hasn't played any yet, so. Doesn't look like I have 9 this turn. There's the sap. Yeah, I did not think that through well enough. Alright, let's draw an SI7 or an Assassin's Blade. Is so close to... Oh, no, it's good. That Blade Flurry. Whee! Well played. Okay, so we beat Miracle Rogue. That was a good matchup. I thought that I was more favored than I was, but I did end up winning, so I don't know what that means. It doesn't really mean much. Let's play one more. Try and at least go 3-2 with this wonderful new brew. Yeah, I rhymed. Get over it. I'm sorry. I make myself laugh. It's always good. I mean, if you're commentating and you're listening to yourself a lot and stuff, and you don't at least make yourself laugh, this is who I played. Just, and you don't at least make yourself laugh, then what's it all about, man? What are you doing this for if you're not going to at least laugh at yourself? Oh, by the way, I don't have a Van Cleef, and I wouldn't play it in this version of this deck. I'm not playing Preparation and stuff, so it's hard enough for me to combo my SI7 agents. He's just going to be a 3-mana 2/2 most of the time. But against Rogue, I do want to try and mulligan for some aggressive creatures. I would love to see some Spellbreakers and Ancient Watchers and that kind of thing. This is not a good hand. It's not getting any better. As you saw, the important turns of that game were like turns 6, 7, 8, and I guess 9, and I couldn't really do anything with sprinted till 9, so that's a good draw. Just want to get dudes out there, even if it is going to get backstub or deadly poisoned or something like that. It's important to play that thing. Is this also an SI? I hope not. Oh, just Shiv. All right, so yeah, I mean he got his 1-for-1 out of that. That's fine with me. Defender. I think this is worth doing. He just played a backstab, so he's unlikely to have another one. So I mean, he could play like Deadly Poison SI. Ugh, that would be so good for him. The reason I coined that out is because I drew the Defender, so I could play it next turn, so I can hit him upstairs for 4. If I don't end up getting to Defender anything, then that'll be bad for me, unless I draw another 4. Of which there are not that many. I mean, I guess there's Spellbreakers. I don't know if I would play a Spellbreaker on nothing. Right, there's another Shiv. This doesn't really tell me everything. And there's an Eviscerate? Deadly Poison. Where's the last damage coming from? Nowhere. There's an Ancient Watcher. He's out of Shiv, so dealing 1 damage isn't so easy for him. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And I think, well, no. I'm not going to attack here. I have plays for a lot of turns, so I'm not going to get to re-dagger up for a while, so I think holding my dagger back is good. In case you haven't wondered, I'm not an expert. Oh, there's where the extra damage is coming from. I'm not an expert at playing Rogue. I'm okay at it. I mean, I'm not like the worst Rogue player in the nation or anything like that, but I'm definitely not good at it. So just bear with me throughout these series. I'm learning as much as you guys are, or probably more so. I could use a. Alright, sure, you got an earthen ring. Okay, I was about to say, hopefully my guy gets to survive. Either way, I'm gonna kill it with my knife on the backstabs, but it would have been nice to not have to backstab it, or not have to hit it with my face. So earthen ring tells me that it's probably Malagos Rogue. It's a little late to be worrying about which deck it is. I mean, I haven't done any damage to him except for 3 that he did to himself. Or did I do that? No, I did that. There's the auctioneer, and maybe he does. Oh, okay. He does not have a conceal, but this is not good for me, though. Yeah, I don't know why I thought that playing this Cairn is a good idea. It's so bad in this matchup. Earthen ring. Let's do this. Unfortunately, I have no way of killing that thing this turn, so kinda sucks. Because he's gonna get to draw a lot of cards off it. He just played that out because he thought it was gonna die. Well, I guess he probably didn't think it was gonna die. There's another sap. My gosh. Both saps. So that tells me that he's probably not playing the Malagos version. They don't run 2 saps in that deck. It may seem like a really good sap target, but I don't really think it is. Is this going to be a Blade Flurry? I think it is. Well, if he had a Blade Flurry, then why would he sap the Ancient Watcher? Oh, I guess it's not lethal. This was a 5/6. I mean, next turn I can play out 2 more Taunters even if he kills. Okay, so he is playing the Malagos version, but he doesn't have any Malagoses yet. Drawing through that deck. Obviously, this game is not going well. In case you were at home at the edge of your seats wondering. There's an Assassin's Blade. I can do that. Drop that in Blade Flurry here. Actually kill his guys. Or I can play this and this, or rather. Yeah, I want to put up some Taunters here so we can't get any more damage through, because that deck needs to get damage through early. It doesn't have a Leroy combo finish, so... yeah, let's just play a couple of 4/5s and give him Taunt. No! Oh my god, what am I doing? So sad. Daisho, why do you suck so much? Oh, god damn it. God damn it, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I just played those in the wrong order. I'm gonna kill this. That really sucks. I didn't need to do that. So he's already played 1 Eviscerate, 2 Saps, 1 Sinister Strike. There's an Azure Drake. Here's the 2nd Eviscerate. Or the Blade Flurry, maybe? I don't know, just that thing. That's not so bad. Oh, and here's the Blade Flurry. There we go. Alright, so it doesn't matter. I was just dead either way. I guess if I draw Blood Mage, that's pretty good for me. It's not Blood Mage. Because then I could clear his board. He still has 5 cards in hand, so I'm just dead. Wow, this was just a brutal beatdown.
Well played.
I guess, I don't know. I played that wrong, but at the same time, I think that I was really bad. So maybe my deck is not that good against Miracle Rogue. But against 2 variants, I thought it was good against either or both. Honestly, I think that my opponent got a pretty good draw there. I'm thinking of dropping the Cairn. He doesn't seem very good in the current metagame. The only decks you want him is against control decks, and they usually have like some way of dealing with it, either via silence or hex or something like that. So honestly, I'm gonna drop the Cairn. There are a billion things that I can replace it with. I can find another 4-drop. I can play a Harvest Golem. I can find a 2-drop to drop in here. I can play a 2nd Sap. I can play a 2nd Blade Flurry. I can play Cold Blood for some damage out of nowhere. play an Argent Squire so I can easily enable my combos. There are a billion cards. I can play Perdition's Blade. That card's kind of sweet. Patient Assassin, not so great right now. Yeah, I built this deck because I thought it would be pretty good against Rogue, though. So losing to it, or coming close to losing to one and then losing to one, is not where I want to be. I think I have too many 4s as it is with the 2 Spellbreakers and those, so I don't think I want another 4. I have enough 5s. I mean, I don't really need too many 5s. Black Knight is not really pulling his weight, but he's okay. I think I'm going to go with a Harvest Golem for now. Getting an early board presence is sort of important to me. And he is pretty much the best guy at doing that. Drop him, he sticks around. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. If any ways that I should or could improve upon it would be very, very helpful. This might just be a worse version of Tempo Rogue, but I thought that it would be better because of the taunters. But maybe it's not worth playing the 2 Ancient Watcher, 2 Spellbreaker, and I should just be playing like good creatures instead of those. I don't know. Let me know what you think. I thought that this deck was alright, but it did not perform so well. But yeah, thank you guys for watching me lose at rank 16. But I mean, this is not really rank 16. This is basically like Legend because it's only 10 hours after the reset, so the only people playing right now are people who were Legend. So like if I give it maybe even towards the rest of the day when I log back on, it'll be a little bit less competitive. But other than after that, I'll probably be playing the same deck later. Maybe I'll be switching it up, but I really want to get comfortable with the deck. I don't like switching. That's usually how you lose games, not win games. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.